you can see we are on Mallard Lake again on the Bluebell complex. This is purely because a lot of fish are coming out at the minute, way more than all the other lakes on this complex put together. So I thought, hedge my bets on this lake and see how we can do. I've actually fished this specific swim before, so I know pretty much where to fish on my rods. You can't see them in a minute, you're a bit too high up. But we're fishing an 18 wrap mark on the right hand rod, like I do all the time on this lake. I've pub chucked the middle rod with a solid bag on it to roughly 60 odd yards out, and then the left hand rod is pub chucked way to my left, well out of my water, but there's no one to my left, so it doesn't really matter. But that's got a solid bag on it also. All three have got wafters on at the minute, 2 pink wafters and 1 white wafter. Like I said, the right hand rod's on a spinner rig, the other 2 on solid bag rigs, but we'll get more into depth about that as the video goes on. As for the fish that are coming out, like I said, it's all stockies coming out at the minute, but they're fish, and I'll take any fish in the winter. So if it means not catching big fish to catch little fish in the winter, I don't really mind. Excuse the car. But as regards to the fishing, there's nothing much happening at the minute. I did get the rods out last night, but yeah, I've got a couple of liners and not much else happened after that. So we'll recast the rods in a couple of minutes, put some fresh hook baits on, and we'll see where we can go from there. Okay, so I'm just going to recast the middle rod quickly. I'm just going to reel in the right hand rod quickly. If these swans would go away, you want them to go away, please? Okay, so hopefully without interference from these swans, they are right here. Yeah, you can see this one. I'm going to reel in the right hand rod and show you what's on that. So hopefully these don't get on my nerves. It took me out twice last night. Bloody swans. Right. So if I just show you what's on this rod. Okay, so if I just show you what's on this rod quickly. Simply a spinner rig and a pink wafter. Hopefully you can see that if I move my face out of the way. There we go. Lead clip system. So if I take this anti-tangle sleeve off, it's quite wet at the minute, but we are fishing lead core leader, so we are fishing the rig to drop on the take. My essential IB pop-ups from mainline have been soaking in the isotonic goo, so hopefully they've got a bit more of attractants around them now. So I'll get one of those on the rod, I'll get that cast out back to 18 wraps, and hopefully we can have something. Okay, so you join me in Chateau de Bellamy, my bivvy, for those of you who don't understand that, and we are going to put a fresh hook bait on this rig. I would show you what was on this previously, more in depth, but this is my third take at doing this because I've been so unprepared this morning, partly for being tired, but no excuses. Anyway, this line's a bit tight. Right, let's get one of these mainline high impact essential IB pop-ups on. They've been glugging in this isotonic goo for the past, I don't know, 18 hours or so. Right, let's get a length of bait floss off, thread it through here. I must mention as well, by the way, it is so much warmer than it was last time I was on Mallard. I mean, so much warmer. I mean, I slept in my hoodie last night, but this sleep system from Sonic is so unbelievably warm, trust me. Right, let's get this high impact IB pop up on. I did really want to focus on using wafters this session because I haven't really used wafters in the past, and I wanted to I'm going to keep them on solid bags, but I think for my spinner rigs I'm going to Wrong lighter, get yourself together. Yeah, I am going to focus on wafters this session, especially on the solid bags I'm going to be using. Right, that's that ready to go. It's this is the same exact rig as I tied on the tutorial video, the most recent video on the channel. So it's a 7-inch boom, crimped at either end, anti-tangle sleeve one end just to cover up the quick chain swivel that you attach the boom to the lead clip with. Size 4 claw hook, hook bead, micro ring swivel for the hook bait, large kicker, and then we've got the spinner ring swivel as well. So just like that, this is ready to go out. So let's wrap this up to 18 wraps and let's cast, because my reference point is a dip in the tree line straight opposite me, well in my water because there's a few people to my right. So let's just get this clipped up and get it casted out. Essential IB pop up, let's get this wrapped up to 18 wraps. Right, that is now wrapped up at 18 wraps, ready to go out. I'm just going to test this in the margin just for peace of mind. I know this is perfectly balanced, but it can't hurt and trying it again, can it? So I'm happy with that. The hook bead opposite the barb, that's all we care about. So 18 wraps in the dip in the trees. I'll circle it in the video now, just over there. So let me get this cast out. Okay, so I'm just going to set the bobbin real quick and set the line. Let's turn the alarm off. Oh, there goes the alarm. That is a very good feature about the Delkims, but also a very annoying feature. Alright, let's get that where I want it. Bobbing up tight. Right. Right, let's get the other rods out. So as I mentioned before, my middle rod and my left hand rod are on solid bags, so I'm going to recast them. I'm not prepared, so I haven't got another 2 bags tied up, but I'm going to do that off camera. I'll show you the bags and what I've put in them, and then we'll get them chucked out to a proper distance this time instead of a pub chuck. let's just take a quick look at this rig. Rest the rod on the camera. On this rig, let me just turn the f-stops up. So you can see, right, let's take a quick look at this rig. We are using Gemini stem with a 3-ounce quarter inline lead, just like that. I hope you can see that. Then we're using 3 to 4 inches of hybrid braid from Corda, and then we're using a Manila dumbbell wafter to a size 4 wide gape hook. That's as simple as it gets. And then obviously the side bag ties into there, and I love these Gemini booms because you can change the side bags really quickly with a loop knot in the main line. So I'll get another solid bag tied up and let's recast. Okay, so you join me here. I've got one solid bag tied up. This has got 2 types of pellet in it. It's got Sticky the Krill 4mm pellets, and then we've got JH Baits Banana Scopex 2mm, and then also in there we've got the isotonic goo, and then as a hook bait we've got double fake corn. So the thing I love about these Gemini stems is you can see that just there. If I get my main line, I can literally let me undo the bail arm. If you can see this, I can loop to loop this on. It makes it a bit difficult with these knots that I've tied, but bring the knot through the boom, get this just around there like you would do if you were not tying on a spod rod and a marker rod setup. So this solid bag is ready to go out. So hopefully this will get me a bite. This I've already wrapped up while I was off camera. I also tied another solid bag, which I'll show you in a second. Alright, let's get this out. Pretty much bang on that was. Okay, that's that rod out. I'm just going to sort the handle out on this right hand rod because I forgot to do it while I was recording. And then I'll be back with the left hand rod to recast with another solid bag I've got tied up. Okay, so that's that reel sorted. A bit OCD, I like all my reel handles facing the same way. Now let's get the left hand rod reeled in, put a fresh solid bag on. So this was on a pink wafter with the Gemini boom stem kit, and a 3-ounce quarter inline lead. Okay, so you join me now on top of my bivvy. I've got the other solid bag tied up. This has got the no name goo, and I'm not sure if you can see right in the bottom there. We've got the main line. We've got the main line dumbbell wafters. So while this rig's drying out, ready to go out again later on, we're gonna take this wet rig off. I've just reeled in actually. And that's the thing I love about these Gemini booms. It's so easy to take these rigs off. Now we're going to let this wet rig dry while we put on the brand new rig. We've got the loop in the main line now, and it's really as simple as just tying this. Sorry, not even tying it. Just feeding it through there, putting it round the side bag and back through. That now is ready to go out, and I've got a bit of goo on my bivvy. That's ready to go out now, so let's cast it out, and well, fingers crossed we can get a fish. Right, side bag ready to go out. Let's try and get a bite with it. Okay, so that is all rods out in the water now. Left hand rod and middle rod, solid bags, and then the right hand rod's on a spinner rig. Leave baiting up my right hand rod hopefully till dinner time sort of thing, but the solid bags I'll leave out until tonight, and then I'll put some fresh solid bags out for overnight. But I've done all I can this end now, so if I'm going to catch anything now, it's up to the fish. I've done everything I can this way. Yeah, rods are all out in position, they're all dancing on the dance floor. Anything that happens now, it's up to the fishy gods up above. So everything fishing is done. There's a couple of things I've got brand new that I want to show you. You've probably seen actually, I've got new Delkins, I've got a new set of quarter singles, got some of the new quarter luggage and some of the compact buckets and boxes and whatnot. So I'll show you them in a bit, but for now I'm going to get the kettle on, have a cup of tea. There's a robin just there. They're everywhere this time of the year, so it's really nice. So I'm going to get the cup of tea on. And well, hopefully next time you see me, I'll be playing a fish. But if not, I'll update you in a bit with anything that happens. So until then, tight lines. Well, I just lost the first one of the session. It came on the solid bag with the fake corn on it. It's really windy as well at the minute. The clutch pulled tight, rod bended round to the left, and the line started ticking away. It wasn't a screaming run or anything, but I lifted into a fish and was maybe playing it for, I don't know, 15-20 seconds, and then the hook pulled out of the mouth. So that's that. We lost the first fish of the session. Not a lot I can do about it, to be honest. Still got plenty of time. It's only my first full day on the complex, so I've got plenty of time to hopefully catch another one. But yeah, I'm going to get another solid bag tied up, and we'll get this casted out as quickly as we can. I'm going to let this dry for about 5-10 minutes because this is already on the double corn, and I want to keep it on double corn. So let's let this dry out for 3 or 4 minutes or so. It'll dry out in no time in this wind. But yeah, I'll get this casted out, but a bit of a bummer to be honest, so you know, not a lot you can do. I'll get this casted out in a second. Right, rig's dried out now, so we're just going to get this retied on the double corn again. But I just wanted to go over something real quick. This is all of my pellets. So this is a quarter compact 140. I keep all of my solid bag making equipment in here, including the pellets as well. So we've got a mix of, if I can just show you that, I've got a mix of, if I can just move my face out of the way. Yeah, so if you look in here, without dropping it, we've got a mix of the JH Baits Banana Scopex pellets, some of the mainline Essential Cell stick mix, and we've got some of the Sticky the Krill pellets in here as well. These are just all mixed up into one for a solid bag, and putting it in a compact like this wasn't actually my idea. I was watching one of the Spooners vlogs, and it was the Northern Disney Challenge, and Neil Spooner actually had this exact same setup, and you know this is absolutely not my idea or my invention or anything, but this is just, it's such a good idea in my opinion. You know, there's this zipper lid at the top here that you can keep all your solid bag made equipment. At the minute I've got the small solid bags, and obviously my rigs are in my rig safe. But that's all that. So I've got some of that. I've got some of the sticky manila boilie in here, chopped up boilie crumb. So that actually should be like that. And we've got an absolute just mix of a really nice buffet the fish are gonna love. So let me just make a solid bag quickly, and I'll basically show you how I do that. So if we get started, we've got the rig just here. Put the 3 ounce inline lead in, so you've got it just like that. Just put it on your rig tray for now. Get one of the side bags out. I use small ones. Small ones are probably universally the most used and the best ones. So they're not too big and not too small. They're literally that size. So just get your finger in, blow it open. There we go. Right, place your rig in the bottom and make sure the corn is, or whatever bait you're using, is right in the corner. Just like so, right in the corner. And then basically you're just going to want to start, oh yeah, it's still a tiny bit wet. So place your hook bait in the corner, just like that, and just start get your pellets and just start filling it with pellets. Fill up to about halfway, pack it down so it's all nice, and then fill it a tiny little bit more, about there. So you want to be about, I don't know, 2/3 of the way up, just over half in fact. Place your lead in there, pack it all down with the lead so it's all compact. Place your lead in and then fill round the lead with the pellet. Just like that. Make sure that's all packed down. Give it a tap. Make sure all the pellets in, and then just get the ends, twist it up shut, and then this is probably the most disgusting part of it, although it's not that disgusting. Just lick it and seal it shut. Just hold that for a couple of seconds until that's closed, just like that. And then now you've got these ends here, You don't have to do this if you're not casting far, but it just makes it that little bit more aerodynamic and a little bit more neat, although it doesn't really matter when it's in the water because it's already gone. So get those ends packed in like that, lick the end of that, and then seal it like that. Do that the other side as well. Tuck it just like that. So there you have a nice neat parcel of attraction. If I can just, if you wants to focus on in that, there we go. That will catch you a fish, as I've just had a run on it. So I'm going to get this back out there as quickly as possible. Probably could have done with a little bit more in the top, but hey ho. Right, this is perfect to cast out as it is, but what I like to do, just give it an extra bit of flavouring. I'm going to put No Name Supreme in this one. So this is one of the goos that Corda make. It kind of, there's not really a name to put on it for the smell. That's why it's called No Name. Right, so this is important. Just put it in the top, pierce a hole, just like that, and then squirt some of the goo in. Doesn't have to be tons, just like that. Right. Now, there's goo in there that's going to seep down and create a really, really attractive cloud in the water, especially with the mainline stick mix. This is going to be irresistible to pretty much everything. So let's get this looped onto the rod and get this cast out. Okay, so as you can tell, the wind has picked up quite dramatically. Yeah, we're going to get this looped onto the rig. Once you've tied a loop into your line, you can't see that, but once you've tied a loop into your line, the lovely thing about these Gemini booms is they've got a loop where you can literally just quick connect the side bag rigs. So if you've caught a fish, have some of these ready, and you know, as soon as you've landed the fish, obviously unhook the fish, and then cast it back out. It really is as simple as that. Alright, let's get this on. Just like so, and that is ready to cast out again. So, lovely parcel of attraction. The fish really, really can't resist that. So, let's get it cast out. Right, you might not be able to see where this is going to go because you won't be able to hear anything I'm saying if the camera isn't in the bivvy. So, can you see me? Ah, yeah, you can see me all right. That crosswind isn't great, but it's almost exactly where it was before, so. Okay, that rod is now back out. Like I said, it can't be any simpler than that. That's the beauty about solid bag fishing. You know, it's if you miscast, if you have some already tied, reel it back in, change the loop over to a new rig, cast back out, and there you go, Bob's your uncle, you're out fishing again. So with these rigs that I reeled in earlier, these will be dry now. So I'm going to retie some solid bags with these. I ain't going to do that on camera because you've already just seen me tie one solid bag. So just put these over here while I say the last bit of my piece. If anything happens between now and whenever you see me next, I'll obviously let you know. But well, we've lost a fish, bit gutting. Lovely to get off the mark this early on, but well, it doesn't always happen like that. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Fingers crossed with a fish to show you this time. Okay, so I have reeled in my right hand rod, the one that I'm fishing on the spinner rig. Just here, with the essential IB pop-up that was plugging in the isotonic goo. I'm going to take this off and I'm going to put a zig rig on. I put the bait boat out a couple of minutes ago just to try and find sort of how deep the fish were at, and the fish, the deeper didn't actually find any fish in my area. So it's 18 feet out in front of me, so I've put a 10-foot zig on. There we go, first clip. I do want to drop the lead. So I've got a bit of black foam, a size 10 mixer hook, bit of black foam with a Nash instant action squid and krill red pop-up, cut down sort of to fit the size of the black foam. So black and red colour, got this 10-foot zig ready to go, and yeah, hopefully, even though it's not really the typical conditions to do a bit of zig fishing, you know, if they're not on the bottom, then they're going to be somewhere throughout the water. Right, let me get an anti-tangle sleeve quickly, forgot about that. Let's get this on the lead clip, get the anti-tangle sleeve on, there we go. Right, that's the 10-foot zig ready to go out now. Let me just turn the camera around and I'll show you me casting out. Right, so that's all those rods out again. Well, I say all of them. Just recast the right rod, put a 10-foot zig on it. If that goes, then well, the fish obviously aren't on the bottom. But you know, with zig rigs, all it takes is is a knock on the line, or do you think is a line for it to actually be a pickup, and you got to pretty much be on top of your rods for zig fishing, because, well, you know, with 10 foot of zig rig, with 10 foot of zig line, your lead core leader, and then your lead, obviously, you just got to be that more careful about it. So, you know, any sort of knocks, any liners are worth investigating with a zig rig. So that's going to stay out there until tonight, I reckon, and then I'll spot a bit more bait out on my main spot later on. But for now, I'm going to get the kettle on, so I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so just as quick as the day has come, the day has also gone. Now, recap of today. I think it's been a bit of a disappointing one. Obviously missed losing that fish earlier, didn't help things, but yeah, we've still got plenty of time on the complex to turn things around. But yeah, there's just been absolutely nothing to go by today. It's just been you know, it couldn't have been more quiet. You know, there has been no shows, nothing to go by. I mean, even when putting the deeper out earlier, just no fish in the zone at all. So whether it was just a fluke fish that came by and picked up and just absolutely hoovered up my solid bag mix and hooked it itself really poorly, obviously, with my hook bait, or there was a pack of fish, and they've obviously moved on now. But yeah, tomorrow I think I'm gonna have a little rethink. I'm not gonna say no to a move if that does come on the cards, but for now at least I'm happy where I am. You know, I've had a bite, and it's not the end of the world. So I think for today it's getting a bit too dark for the camera to expose properly without getting all this grainy stuff in the camera that doesn't look good. I am going to turn the camera off now, and yeah, I'll see you tonight. Well, hopefully with the fish, but if not, I'll see you tomorrow. Well, good afternoon everybody. So the time currently is, it has just gone 3 o'clock, 10 past 3, so absolutely nothing has happened today, not worth reporting anyway. So I mean, literally just as I'm about to get the camera out, I got my first liner of the day on the middle rod that's fishing the solid bag. But yeah, apart from that, literally motionless rods. You know, the story of my session at the minute. So I think tonight I'm definitely going to leave the right hand rod, but just as it gets sort of dark, I'm going to have a serious rethink about what I want to do coming into my last night on the session on the complex, because going home tomorrow evening, so I've got most of tomorrow, but yeah, it's not looking good. I am definitely staring a big old blank in the face at the minute. But you know, it is winter fishing. It is, you know, one of the hardest seasons to fish, and there's not a lot else I can do. You know, I've tried my hardest. You know, I can go away from this session if I do blank. Fingers crossed I don't though. I can go away from this session knowing that I've done everything I can to get a bite. You know, I've put maximum effort in. I've tried everything I can try, and you know, I've done everything in my power to get a bite. But you know, if I look at all those things, I can truly say I've done my best. Then you know, I can't do much more else than that. It is purely the fish just haven't played ball. So that's that. And as you can probably hear, it is raining on the bivvy at the minute. Yeah, it's just this first time today it started to rain, but yeah, nothing's happened. Like literally, I'm only getting the camera out now so I can update you on my thought process, because I honestly thought coming into this session I'd have a chance of a few fish, especially with how many fish have been coming out of the complex these last couple of days or so. You know, 40 fish. So there's one person has had 40 fish on this lake in the last few days, and I'm thinking he's 2 swims away from me, and how am I catching nothing, and he's caught 40 fish. Excuse, just wait for Trevor to go past. So I'm thinking, how the hell has he caught 40 fish? and I'm staring a blank in the face, and he's 3-4 swims down from me to my right. So whether they're in the deeper part of the lake, because I'm not quite up against the gravel bar here, and not the swim next to me and the swim next to them are where you really start getting the gravel bar in front of you at 18 wraps or so. In front of me, it's literally almost flat, featureless, because I did get the deeper out earlier. Yeah, I got the deeper out earlier this session to do a bit of fish finding for zig fishing, but yeah, like I said yesterday or the day before that, there's just no fish in my zone. So if the fish aren't on me, then I can't catch a fish. But I said I'd move. I'd be more than happy to move if I could move, but I can't move anywhere else up this bank without being crushed in by anybody. And there's been no fish to show. There's been no fish showing to go by. There's just been absolutely nothing. No, it's like I'm fishing in a swimming pool, literally. So that's that. And yeah, it's not looking too great, but that's what I wanted to update you with today. Yeah, this might be the last update from today, or if I'm going to put a bit of bait out later on, I'll obviously show me doing that. But yeah, it's not looking too great. But yeah, I'll see you in a bit, hopefully with a fish. But well, based on consistency, probably not. See you in a bit. Okay, so it's getting dark now, and well, I'm going to change my middle rod for the rest of the night. So currently it's on a solid bag rig, but I'm going to reel that in, put it on a spinner rig with a sticky manila pop-up on, and cast it out to 12.5 wraps, or 12 wraps. And I've just put 10 small spoms out of the spod mix. I'm using the corn, sticky manila, sriracha sauce, and the stick mix out. So that's what I've just done now. Because I'd rather scare off the fish that might be in the zone with bait rather than a rig going to the bottom of the lake. So that's that. I need to reel this middle rod in now, so I guess I'll do that. Right, I don't need the knot in the solid bag rig anymore, so I'll just cut the main line. There we go. Put that there to dry, and let me get my leader sorted out and a spinner rig out of my rig safe. Okay, so after a couple of minutes of making a new rig, trying to find the hook bait, everything's just sort of a calamity at the minute, and it's getting dark. The camera doesn't really show how dark it is, but yeah, it is getting quite dark quite quickly. So 7-inch boom material on a spinner rig, anti-tangle sleeve, crimped both ends. Got the rig putty, sticky manila pop-up, critically balanced, using lead core leader. So we are dropping the lead on the take if we get a take. First notch, and that should eject the lead on the take. So let's get this wrapped up to 12 wraps, and yeah, let's try and not make too much disturbance in the water. Right, we're now all wrapped up. Let's get this sticky manila pop up on the dance floor. So after that long calamity, rods are finally out. Fingers crossed on last night. I might extend though, see what happens. Please. Morning. I would say good morning, but it's not such a good morning. I'm still blanking, and you know, I've literally tried everything I can do on this session. So I was speaking to Trev earlier, and he said literally all the fish are at that side of the lake. So I'm going to come back tomorrow evening, and do another 2-3 days on the complex further down the lake that end, because I've got to go home, get everything charged, get sorted out. But I will be back for another vlog, and you'll see that next week or so. So as for the fishing side, it's looking like it's going to be blank, although we've still got a good 6 hours left on the complex, so it's not too bad. We've still got a chance. As long as my rods are in the water, there is always a chance of catching a fish. But I'll just show you the clip now. The guys over there, they recognise me from the YouTube channel. So one of the guys over there, he had a 36-pound common from San Martin. So I'll just show you the clip now. He's wearing a clown mask. I don't know why. probably just for a joke, I would have imagined, but yeah, what a stunning fish. I mean, at least you've seen a fish in the vlog now, so that's not too bad. But I would have liked to catch a fish, but hey, it is what it is. You know, you can't catch all of them all the time. It is the Bluebell complex, you know, it's not going to happen every time. So as for my fishing, I'm going to redo the left hand rod, get another side bag on, whip it out to 12.5 wraps, and well, that's the last time I'm going to recast this session, because my right hand rod and my middle rod, I cast them out last night with a big spread of bait around them, the corn mix I've got in the bucket, so they're fine as they are. And the left hand rod, I'm going to tie another side bag up now and recast that, so I won't show that on camera. You've already seen me cast out a good few times on the video, so I'm going to do that without recording. And yeah, if I do get a fish, you'll certainly hear from me, but if not, I'll see you in a bit, because well, it's very frustrating, and yeah, what can you do? So I'll see you in a bit. Probably not with a fish, but if you do, then well, I'll be over the moon. It's Robin. He's eating from my finger stool glove, from all the stuff that gets on there. It's been two of them have just been constantly coming in my bivvy, like right up into here. Okay, so we've come to the end of the video now. It was a blank, of course, but I hope you enjoyed it. Everything's packed away apart from my rods, you can see just there. So yeah, it's been a blank. What can I do about it? But we're back down here in a couple of days, so I'll get this video edited tonight, get it out so you can watch it. But yeah, not a lot I can say really. Bit of a disappointing one, considering about 4 swims down that way. A guy's had about 60 runs, so yeah, when you're on the fish, you're on the fish, and when you're not, you're not. You know, it's a prime example of that, really. So thank you for watching the video. Firstly, I hope you enjoy all the content I'm pushing out at the minute. I'm enjoying making it. I hope you're enjoying watching it. So yeah, I'll keep doing it if you're liking it, and yeah, we'll try and get better as we go along, and certainly try and catch more fish. But just look at that sunset, absolutely magnificent. The camera's capturing it way better than it is in real life. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thank you for watching, thank you for sticking with the Carp Hunters YouTube channel, and yeah, I'll see you next time. So tight lines, guys, and yeah, well, I'll see you later.